I'm Levis Kimathi. I'm from a company called OPERS that is working very hard, and we are going to change the world. Personally, I'm a student at Machakos University. I'm doing tourism management and hospitality, but my passion is into technology and all that, because we all know that technology is the future. I was brought up in Nairobi, in the estates of Dandora, and partially in Utawala, and I went to school in Lenana School. I'm very proud to be a Chenjerian. Now, so with my friends, we came up with the idea of trying to change the system, whereby a lot of university students struggle a lot. Like basically, yes, there is education and all that, but the access of those learning materials becomes hard. Like for example, let's say a first year who enters the university. He's so enthusiastic about education, but he doesn't know what to do, where to go, where to get resources to read. So that is why we teamed up with my friends at OPERS to work so that we can change the system whereby students can easily access education, even while at home, because you find at times you're at home and you can't get the books from the students' library to go with them at home for the long holidays. That is why we came up with the app to change that trend, whereby students can read anytime, anywhere, any place. That is why we have Kampo, and Kampo is a very good resource for learning. First of all, when I was in 1.1, you know, there are books, there are PDF notes, but you cannot access them like the next following semester. For example, if you get a referral maybe, or if you accidentally fail a test, you have to repeat the test. But let's say, for example, you had the papers in your phone. Maybe your phone gets lost. What will you do? The lecturer is not there to send you the notes again. He can't send you personally. The class rep is not there. He'll say that he deleted them. So what will you do? You're there stranded. You don't know where to get the resources from. And most of the time you find that teachers set according to what they have given you. That's get hard, because when you go to the library, yes, you'll read, you'll access a lot of knowledge, but it's not what the teacher taught. So that the knowledge you have is not resourceful as per the moment during the exam. That is why we saw that we can use those past papers and past notes to store them there, whereby students can access them anytime. My target audience is everyone who wants to learn, from university, primary, high school, even the old, because I believe education never ends. Because I know many people want to learn, but they are limited. You cannot go to all universities. But with us, we bring all the universities in one place, and you can benchmark how these people are studying, how these are studying, how these are being taught that way. Kampo is all about learning, first of all. It is like an e-library, an e-learning platform, whereby students can access e-learning materials, whereby university students, which is very hard to get notes once they finish a semester. Most of the students, when they finish the semester, they delete the notes because they occupy the phone space. But with Kampo, you can access the notes. The good thing about Kampo, the downloaded notes, they don't get into the phone. They stay on the app. That is why we encourage you to keep using the app, because once you store them in the app, they will not occupy the phone storage, whereby you don't need to delete any notes after the semester. We are saving you space. The second thing, for the primary students, Kampo offers them the opportunity to access past papers, past KCP, past papers, together with marking schemes. Whereby we have collected past KCC papers from 2000 up to 2010, whereby it will help a lot of students to access the knowledge that they need to pass the exams. Also, for the high schoolers, we have the past papers for KCSE, and also the revision past papers, whereby we are working also to add more past papers, whereby students can access them freely. All they need is just to download it, and they can access all past papers there. For the university students, we have the past papers and the PDF notes, whereby the PDF notes is very hard to find them. But we like the tussle whereby we are looking for them. Students have come, they help us, teachers have come, lecturers, they helping us with accessing the notes, whereby we put them there and students can access them. So basically, Kampo is helping everyone to access notes at a fee of only installation. For the primary school, we have captured all the subjects. For the high school, we have captured all the subjects. Also in university, we have captured all the units from different universities. and we are still adding more universities and colleges. Yes. So if you see your university is not there, your college is not there, you can contact us and we'll add them, and we'll come visit your campus, and we're going to communicate with you, chat with you, and learn more about your campus. The app is at Play Store. We are currently working to put it on iPhone, iOS, and Hamo for the Huawei users. So it is on Play Store, and we have a website which is kampo.co.ke, where students can access every learning material. When you install the app, first you have to log in with your email. Then after logging in, you have all the access. You can download all the materials you need to learn. You can use it with your family, with your friends that are learning. For example, let's say you have a brother who is in primary school, a sister in high school, and you yourself, you are in campus. You can use Kampo to access all that knowledge, whereby you can use it for your university learning. You can use it for your sisters who is in high school, or your brother, and you can still use it in primary school. That is, they'll get all learning materials which will help them to succeed in life, that will help them pass the exams successfully. The app is unique in a way that it offers university students with PDF notes, which is very hard for other university students to access. Also, it gives the users a chance to download notes without getting to their phone, which they are for free. Another thing, they can read while offline. They don't need bundles to read. The former president, Kimathi, introduced free education. At that time, I was in class, I think 3. And I remember I was going to, the fees were high, and I got the opportunity to learn for free from class 4 up to 8, which changed my life, and that is why I'm here today. So with Kampo, it's something similar to that, whereby students are accessing learning materials for free. All they need is just to install and keep using it. First of all, times are changing. Yes, and today the generation that we are right now, it's about technology. You see, and one thing I can say, books sometimes the hard copies that sometimes can be tiresome to read. But with Kampo, we have designed it in a way that it will also enhance your learning to be effective and fun. People are loving it, and we appreciate a lot. Though I can't say that everybody is happy, yes, because we are still humans, we are working on it. Some are complaining, like there are some units that they don't have notes, but we are working on that. We are visiting every campus, we are coming to a campus, we get the notes there, they can send to us, we can add them there, so that it can also help someone else who is coming, and they'll read what they have learned also. We're trying to communicate with different students, whereby they come together with us. They understand our motto, our missions and visions. That is why they are helping us. They're sacrificing the notes that they have. Instead of deleting, they are sending them to us, whereby we want to provide it for other students. Currently, we are not working with any institution. We are on our own, but in future time, we are looking forward to work with some of them. We have very many mentors outside country, around the country. The ultimate goal is to make sure every university student, every high school student, every primary school student is able to access e-learning materials, because that is the future. Like for example, no one knew what will happen during Corona. Everybody saw that the world has gone flat. Yes? So with Kampo, people can now use it like a library to learn from there. I think I have the best colleagues that I'm working with. They are very understanding, they are very supportive, because this work is not very easy, because it needs a big heart, and my colleagues are very friendly, they're always there for you, you know, they're always supporting you, and I appreciate them a lot. One of my friends who is also my mentor, and one of my co-founders, his name is Steven Kilelu, and you also have another one who is called Anthony Madenge. We can't say we are financially stable, but we are working on it, because we are still working on other projects. What we do, we work on other projects that help us to finance the main project. Like we develop apps for people, we develop websites for people, so that we can get something little and boost our main objective. Okay, we are working on a Wi-Fi company that operates around Thika and Kileleshwa. We have a e-commerce app. We have also apps on the Play Store. Yes, like games and wallpapers. Yes, I see Kampo as a learning material, a e-learning material in the whole world, whereby, you know, Africa is a whole continent, whereby if everyone was given a chance to learn, we're going to change the world. So by Kampo, we are aiming to access every African nation, every country, to make education accessible to everyone, every single person. That is our aim. You know, some things is like a calling, you know? And even doing this, you have to have a big heart and a calling, because you can't just wake up and do it. Like I can say, if I quote the Bible, you know, people like Moses, Abraham, they had to leave everything so that they can work on their purpose. And I think this is our purpose, one of our purposes, because we have many purposes. We'll come again to tell you about them. But for now, since we're talking about Kampo, it's a purpose, it's like a calling, that every time, like when you wake up, there's a ring on your mind, Kampo. When you sleep, if you have not done much, there's a ring. When you are delaying or you are just not doing what is right, Kampo is there to remind you. It's like you remember, like, let me quote the Bible, like Jonah, even during, while he was at the sea, he was not at peace because he was not doing his purpose. That is how it is with Kampo. Yes, we have other projects coming, but we'll tell them when they are ready. We have done some charity work, some foundations, and actually we also have a project whereby we are planning to unite all the children's home in Kenya, so that we can change the lives of many children, because not everyone has the access that we have, you see. So that is working on that. We have done some charities around Ruai, yes, and we also done some charities around Machakos. Like I remember there's a time we did a party whereby we invited Machakos School of the Blind to have a lunch with them. Some of the challenges are, first of all, there is finances, but we are still working on that. Second of all is the pressure. Yes, people want to wake up in the morning and find everything done, and we appreciate, because that is what keeps us moving. With the work that we have right now, I think we are compatible, yes, with how we are working. Yes, but we're looking forward, since we are going to cover another country soon, and another country, and another country, and another continent. We need a lot of people. And through that, we are going to change the society, because we are not only helping the students to learn, we are also creating employment. Because let me take an example of what Y254 did. You see, if he did not give me a free learning, I will not be here changing other people's lives. And if Kampo is not here to give you free notes, you're not going to change other people's lives. So download Kampo, install it, learn, and change other people's lives in the future. As a team is the joy and the happiness of working, you know. When you find the right people to work with, you feel happy. You feel the passion of what you are doing. They don't drain you, they give you the strength every day. You know, they challenge you every now and then. And that is the good thing about working with my colleagues. Personally, I think my strength comes from the Lord, you know. Yeah, I need to pray here and there. Yeah, pray makes things work easy. My advice will be, first, they have to pray. You know, they should also have a guidance and a direction. Don't think like it's a one night thing, unless you're too perfect. You know, and I like also to encourage them. You know, sometimes they feel like it's the end of the road. No. For me, I'll appreciate. You know, they say, siku njema huonekana asubuhi, but for me, I like it in the evening, because in the evening, it is when that, like, you feel you're so congested with everything of that day. Me, I prefer, like, I don't prefer, but how my life has been to me, good things happen in the evening. Because after a very long day, that is when you want to relax, and that is when good things come. I was once told, people don't give because they have a lot. They give because they know the feeling of lacking. You know? So, at times you don't have to look for the money. Go give what you have, you see? I can say a lot of the things that I get in life, it's about giving. When you give, it will come back to you maybe 10 times. So when you give your time to someone, even your time, people value time of their own, but when someone gives you your time, that time will come back. You'll be favored, something like that. That is how the universe works. So those people who are out there, give your time to something. It will come back, you see? Maybe if you want to do some charity work, give your time to the charity work. The charity will come back to you. People will be charitable to you. I like to thank my friends a lot, my workmates a lot, very much. I like to thank my parents. I like to thank my friends. I like to thank my lecturers who motivate me a lot, and my teachers, my guardians, and my mentors across the nation. Education is very important, and what we are trying to do is impact everyone to get a glimpse of education. And by education, it doesn't mean that you have to go to school, but I don't encourage you to not go to school. If you're capable of going to school, go to school. But if you're not capable, try to learn something. Get a book, even a magazine, you know? Sometimes when I was not in school, I used to go and find a newspaper and read. That will improve your knowledge. What they say, your mind is like a garden. If you don't cultivate it, it will grow weed. If you cultivate it, it will produce good fruits. So work on your mind. One of the leaders that inspires me a lot is Boris Johnson, the UK Prime Minister. Also Moi Kibaki, with how he did with Kenya, with that education thing. Also Kithure Kindiki. Some of the other leaders, they are not so much known, but also my lecturers, my dean, Dr. Nzioka, thank you so much. Yeah, and even my friends, my co-workers, you know, they're also leaders. Yeah, definitely. And also KBC, you know, KBC is the leading channel because you can access KBC anywhere. Anywhere, I mean anywhere. Whether you have an aerial or not, you'll access it. First of all, you have to look where, who are you targeting, first of all, and what are you solving, you know? I was once told by my mentor, there's a lot of problems in the world. If you become if you can solve those problems, you're at a good place. So with an app, if you see a problem, you can solve it. But the question comes, what's your target? You see, how many people are they willing to download that app? Currently, we'll appreciate volunteers a lot because the app has not already started paying. So right now it's like we are setting a foundation. So volunteers are much welcomed. For work, we'll tell them when we start moving to other nations. They can contact us through email at info@kampo.co.ke. They can find us on Facebook and on Instagram at Kampo. They can also find us on YouTube at OPERS, but we have started our YouTube channel. Yes.